Alright YouTubers, here's what I got going on. Hoping somebody can help me solve this dilemma. Let's get all this turned on real quick. This is my Conspiracy 220. I've seen several videos on it already. Good to go. Okay, here's what it's doing. You flick on the arming motors, and that one doesn't spin until you throttle up some. And then it starts to spin, but it acts delayed the whole time you're flying. So any flips and anything else, it kicks you off center every time you're trying to do anything. When you power up, it takes like a millisecond longer to kick in. When you power down, it takes a little bit longer to slow down. I'm going to let you see the man who has done a lot to it already and try to explain what's been done and see if maybe someone can help me to see what else needs to be done. We replaced the motor, we replaced the ESC, we replaced the power distribution board and the control board. And what have you done on the computer?
So basically I just uploaded the factory settings I took from another Conspiracy 220 that was brand new out of the box. Yeah, everything's been updated. Flight controller, that motor and speed controller, the power distribution board. Pretty much everything's brand new except for the frame itself. So the only thing I can think of is adjusting the mixes in the CLI and Betaflight to set the distance between the center of where the flight controller is at and the actual motor, and do a little bit of geometry there, hopefully remedy that. But I don't know, at this point I'm kind of lost for thoughts.
This is the guy we go to when we have questions and he's lost, so we're a little bit concerned. Every single electronic part to deal with that motor is brand new.
Yeah, everything. So I need help. Help me. I need to learn new things.
Let's see what we can figure out. He's going to try one more thing. If it works, we'll throw it up on here and we'll just look like goobers. But quite frankly, we've been messing with this whole thing for, God, what, a month now?
About a month, yeah.
A month trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And it still flies. It does everything. We can fly through the woods. Several of the latest videos you guys have seen have all been with that motor messing up. But when we switched to acro, it was a lot more pronounced in the problem. And it's starting to rain, so we're going to go in. But when we switch to acro, self-level mode, it's not nearly as obvious. I can't get that unplugged, but anyway. In self-level mode, it's not nearly as obvious, but in acro mode, for doing flips and everything else, it's extremely obvious what it's doing, and it kicks you off and throws you off to the side, and I just stepped in mud. That was awesome.
Yeah, me too. Sweet.
So if you guys have any ideas of what it might be to fix this little guy, I am all ears. My next step is just buy another one. So, or build one, as Mr. Tyler says I should do instead.
Yes.
So we're going to jump on the computer, see if we can go one more step. If that don't do it, it looks like I'm in the market for another new quad. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, all of this started from, we had a low battery. It crashed into some very, very tall grass, very, very light crash, landing, whatever. It wasn't concrete or nothing like that. It was literally a soft crash. But put a new battery in, and then this motor, the one that we're having all the problems with, was actually spinning in reverse. Nothing had been done. It was, we literally just switched, killed the battery and switched the motors, and it started spinning in reverse. That's what started all of this. We didn't even really notice it being super delayed until we switched to acro. So that's the beginning of the story.